Hi guys, so this week's challenge is going to be pretty simple and there's a lot of points up for grabs for your life group, so make sure you do it. Everyone can do this and give it a go. What we have is 2 glasses of water and we have to see who's the quickest to down 2 glasses, like about that size, you know, pretty big. Good size, not wee small ones, but a full tumbler of water, 2 of them, quickest time. I'm going to give it a go here. Let's see how we go. Try not to throw up, but yeah. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Oh, there we go. Don't know how long that was, but I'll hopefully put a timer on the screen. Good luck. Hi guys, I hope you're all doing really well. I hope you're enjoying this great weather and that you're also staying safe. And we miss you guys a lot and we can't wait to be back together in church, but for now we'll crack on with this. So this week we're going to be looking at Pentecost Sunday. So we're going to be taking a wee break from our normal series. And you might be thinking, you know, what is Pentecost Sunday? What is that? Or maybe it's something you've heard before, but you don't really know what it means. Well, hopefully we can help you with that today. I want to just explain a bit about what Pentecost is and what it means for us. So after Easter, the death and resurrection of Jesus, he stayed on earth for about 40 days and then ascended to heaven, but not without leaving a promise. So really hear what it says in Luke 24:49. And behold, I am sending the promise of my Father upon you, but stay in the city until you're clothed with power from on high. What a promise. I love this wee verse, and it's just before Jesus ascends, and he leaves them with these words. So now for the next week, because as Pentecost happened about 50 days after Easter, so for the next week after Jesus ascends, the apostles and about 120 others, they're staying together in Jerusalem. And I can imagine the emotions that are going on. Jesus is gone, but they're still believing for this promise. There is disappointment and excitement all coming together at the same time. But I'm sure they're just confused mainly. They're also very afraid and they're hiding in this upper room. But one thing that they're doing is that they're praying. They're together praying every day. They go to the temple every day to pray. They hold their faith and they pray and pray and pray until it gets to Sunday. It gets to Sunday and suddenly there is a sound like a rushing wind that fills the house, and divided tongues of fire appeared and rested on each of them. And they were filled with the Holy Spirit. That is pretty much what a Pentecost is about. The Holy Spirit has came and it has filled them. No room for anything else. They are filled with the Holy Spirit, and thus the church was born. This is such a significant moment in history. As we look back, this is what many would say is the birthplace of the church, when the Holy Spirit hit them. But what has it got to do with us? We can look back on it and all and think, yeah, that was really cool, but what does it mean for us? Well, you see, straight away after this, everything changes. Peter, filled with the Holy Spirit, and that is a phrase you'll read a lot in Acts. Peter, filled with the Holy Spirit. Well, he gets up and he preaches and leads 3,000 people to Jesus there and then. And then he goes out in the street and he starts performing miracles. He even raises someone from the dead, because you see, the power that raised Jesus from the dead lived in him. And it lives in you. And that is what's so significant about Pentecost. This is the moment the Holy Spirit became accessible for everyone, for all of us. And we need to recognize this and we need to believe it. Remember the words of Jesus. You will be clothed with power from heaven. Clothed with power from heaven. You know that feeling when you get some new clothes or new shoes and like you really like them and you feel a lot more confident in them and you want people to see them? Well, it's like this, but times 100. You're completely clothed with power from heaven and your confidence is now in God. And that is quite the confidence to have, when you can actually believe and trust that it is God who's around you, it is God that people see in you. It changes everything. And this is what we need to know, right? So this power is not our power, but God in his grace and his mercy, he reveals it through us. We wear the clothes. We wear the clothes everywhere we go. Every room you go into, you're dressed in power. See, it is not of us, but it is on us. And we need to remember that everywhere we go. The source that we have, the resources we have to tap into is God and His wisdom, His knowledge, His power, and His love. And we need to stop doing things on our own and remember what we're wearing, remember what we're carrying into every single room. You might ask me then, like, why don't I see all that stuff? Why don't I see miracles now? Well, there's two wee things I want to talk about, okay? The first is a wee verse in Thessalonians, and it says this: do not quench the Spirit. Do not quench the Spirit. See, for too long, Christians have quenched the Spirit. We live in fear and disbelief. We restrict the power of God, often due to our fear. What if He doesn't show up? What if it doesn't happen? I can't pray for that. Because what if it doesn't go the way I want it to go? And then we never pray. And then we never actually make space for God to move. So instead of saying to someone, oh, you know what, yeah, I'll be praying for you, why not just pray for them there and then? Put your hand on them and ask the Holy Spirit to come. When you see someone actually get hurt, believe that the Holy Spirit can heal them. Have the boldness to go over and pray. And listen, I'm not saying that everyone you pray for is going to be healed. They won't. But some will. And some will experience God in a whole new way because of it. The Holy Spirit will be made known because of it, out of your boldness. And the second thing is that as you're faithful in the small, God will bless you in the large. So don't bury this power. Don't hide it. But take every opportunity that God gives you. And you'll get more and more and more. As you see people around you maybe complaining about something, go pray for them. Ask them, how can I pray for you? Ask for God to reveal things to you so you can speak truth into their lives. The Holy Spirit is very real and very powerful, and we need to recognize this and understand it and believe it, because fear is what can hold us back so much. I was just reading a really good book there, Scattered Servants, and there was a great wee quote about fear. He said, fear is like a scarecrow. It ultimately cannot do anything to you, but to the stupid crow, it works and they'll fly away. But to the smart crow, they will know that where the scarecrow is, there'll be the most fruit. There'll be the most fruit, because the scarecrow is only there when the crops are there, when the seed is down. And for us, we need to realise that fear is a place where actually there'll be a lot of fruit, because as we get over our fear, we'll see the Holy Spirit move more and more. So yeah, be faithful in all the small things and get over this fear. Try your best to go, right, Holy Spirit, help me in this. Give me the boldness, give me the strength to do this, because we'll see breakthrough in it. So what I'm really saying is trust in what you carry. Not in yourself, trust in what you carry. Trust that it is God who is on you and around you, because it can change every single room you enter. And don't quench the Spirit, but embrace it, submit to it, unleash it, and remember that everything must come from a heart of love. Everything must come from a heart of love. This is not to show off in some way. This is not to look good. This is out of love. Jesus looked at the crowds and had compassion on them and fed the 5,000. His miracles came out of a place of love. And we need to have compassion on people. We need to look at people with love and then let the power of the Holy Spirit flow from that. So I want to keep this really short today, guys, because there's so much to talk about the Holy Spirit, but there's also a lot of different things happening today. So we're hoping that you'll tune in and even encounter the Holy Spirit a bit, because, as I said, yes, we can unleash the Holy Spirit, but we also encounter Him in our lives. We experience God through Him so much and through His love. So we'd really want you to tune into that. And also we've got a lot of resources, so I'll hopefully put them on the screen now. You'll be able to see them, and we'll be sending them into your WhatsApp group. And that'll be the response for this week. So check them out. They'll be really, really good for helping you guys start engaging with the Holy Spirit for your week and experiencing Him more and more. So God bless you guys. Hope you're well, and see you soon.